it away. And so he refused to put any measures.
Using this Zoom account for the Toastmasters meeting?
Yes, they have a meeting at 6 o'clock. I just knew when I wanted to log on to this meeting, so I was surprised. Apparently, the meeting, they would have done it earlier, but when they saw that it was blocked, they knew I was the one that blocked it. So they just timed that we finish on time.
Okay. Somebody have told me about this Toastmasters. I'll talk to you later about it.
No one. So permit me to log out now. I'm going to the other meeting. I'm the facilitator there. It's also
all right, that's fine.
So bye. But what I'll probably do, I may join this meeting on my phone, but that doesn't mean that I'm active. So don't call me if you see me. I'll just join on my phone so that at least it's good to go sometimes.
Yeah. So the presenter, can he share his screen?
Yes, he can share the screen, but if you want, you can also make him co-host. You are now the host.
Okay.
And you can make him co-host. You have all the privileges of a host now.
Okay, thanks.
Let me try and share my screen. At least me, I'm not the host. You can see that you can see my screen.
Yeah.
And I am no longer a host or a co-host.
Yeah.
All right. TK, please, another thing you can do for us, if you have a flyer or something that shows Covenant Nation, just use it, just share your screen. So that way, it will, at least anybody who joins will know that is a Covenant Nation or an HR community group. Or if it's something, maybe your slide I used at your inauguration, just use the cover so that something is just there like a backdrop.
Okay. Oh,
can also play music if you want.
Please give us music. Oh.
And you will be the one to give us. Yeah, I'm going out now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Somebody make some noise in here. Hallelujah. From glory to glory. That's my new.
Good evening, Tinuke. Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello.
Good evening, Tinuke. Sorry, I just changed device
Hi,
now,
Lydia.
so I'm no more a co-host. I just logged
Okay, you changed to iPhone 8?
no to laptop.
Okay, so you're still Lydia, right?
I'm still Lydia, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm.
start first. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me clearly.
Yes, Ali, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Because I want to be sure everybody can hear me before we proceed.
Okay.
Let it not be as if I'm speaking to myself.
Let me stop sharing my screen so you can try to share your screen. Let's be sure.
All right, all right. Okay. Um, 081. So I want to believe everyone can see my screen now.
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we are on my screen page. So I want to kick off. I want to kick it off as soon as possible. Yes. So I want to thank everyone for joining our group for this meeting. I really appreciate the fact that I was given the opportunity to share my expertise. And one of my goals is to see that the use of LinkedIn is well optimized.
Ali, are you starting? Are you starting already?
No, I just want to do a formal introduction because I'm supposed to start by 4. So I'm
Okay,
just waiting
okay.
for them.
Because we still have about 4 more minutes. All right.
Yeah. So I just want to thank the Covenant Nation for this opportunity. You know, having been in the LinkedIn space for a very long time, people keep on asking, how do you do this? How do you do it? How do you get jobs? How do you get a lot of things? So I will tell you I didn't do it on my own. I had to learn from my ogas, my ogas at the top, which are not Nigerians, you understand? But at the same time, they were the ones that had to take me to the nitty gritty of everything. So it will be a joy for me to really share what LinkedIn optimization can do, because I can tell you it has done a lot for me. It has done times, if I should put it in multiplication, it has done times 7 of what I could do offline. When it comes to meeting people, getting recruitment gigs, getting jobs for so many people. So LinkedIn is just more than an app. For me, it's like the only office that I know that I can talk to anybody from a go. You understand? Yeah. So yeah, okay, we have 2 minutes more to go. Okay, we have 2 minutes more to go. And your CV as well, the resume enhancement, CV is very important as well. I usually tell people that your CV is more than just a CV. If you think your CV is a piece of paper, no, it's not a piece of paper. Your CV is like the first proposal. It's like a proposal, you sending out your proposal to an organization to tell them this is all you have to offer. So if you don't present your CV like a proposal, you present like a piece of paper. There's an adage that says should be addressed the way you dress. So more or less, that's how your CV looks like. The way you present it will determine if you are really proficient for the job. Okay, we have 1 more minute to go. And once it's 4 o'clock, I will begin, because this topic, LinkedIn, if I am given time, LinkedIn is not something, it's not something you can learn even in 1 month. So I will try as much as possible to see that, I give out the necessary value as expected. So 1 more minute and we'll start. All right, so I think it's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. Tinuka, can you hear me? It's 4 o'clock.
Yes, please go ahead, Ali.
All
Let me
right.
formally welcome everyone before you kick off. All right. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure hosting you on this program this evening. My name is Tinuke. I lead the Proficient Group 2 of the HR community. This afternoon, we'll be looking at boosting our professional brand. I think why we decided on this session is because I, for one, I work with a consulting firm. I work with PwC, and we do a lot of executive searches and recruitment. And I know part of what employers or even recruiters, after they've seen your CV and they think, oh, this person has something we're looking for, the next thing is to go to your LinkedIn profile and to check if there's an alliance, an alignment between what you have in that CV and what is on LinkedIn. You see some LinkedIn profiles so scanty. I mean, it immediately gives you a picture, a mental note, even if the person is not like that, because that's the first interface you're having with that individual. You form a mental note already of the kind of candidate this person will be. Because in this age and time, good jobs are very, very competitive now. And then it's only the best of the best in the pool, that will always be chosen. So as much as possible, everything concerning your digital footprint should speak 100%, about what you can do, about the competencies you have, about the skills you have. So we think this subject matter is very important because it's like meeting your potential employer, meeting you before they meet you. And then it goes a long way in helping them form, a picture, either good or bad, about you. So I hope we'll all make the best of this session, because I know it's going to be of immense benefit to us all. And I look forward to us all achieving our professional goals as a result of this interaction. Thank you. Over to you, Ali.
Thank you very much, Nika. You said something very important, and I want to employ we do that as well. LinkedIn is just one of those tools you need in this modern day corporate world. And if you don't know how to use it, I can tell you that 40% of your recruitment search will be of a waste. And I'll show you how and why. So my name is Ali Pascal Angel. I'm the Chief Executive of True Recruitment Service, Nigeria's first online employee relations platform. We deal with, when I mean employee relations, we deal with employees, two kind of employees that are looking for jobs, the ones that are employed and want to obtain jobs, and the ones that are not employed yet and are looking for a job. So everything that has to deal with recruitment, from recruitment itself to ensuring that employees achieve their recruitment goals. That is what our firm is focused on. And majority of our clients, majority, when I mean majority, I mean 99.9% of our clients come from LinkedIn. And it has been a blessing for us, even from the beginning to this very point in time. So we'll go into the training now officially. So if you take a look at my LinkedIn profile now, you see that you have my header. First of all, what is LinkedIn? LinkedIn, we all know, is a social media platform. But it's not a social media. When I mean social media platform, it's not a platform where you come and post about your daily activities, the food you eat, and the clothes you wear, and the people who wrong you, the people you are venting on Buhari and the co. No, LinkedIn is not for that. LinkedIn is like an office, a virtual office where you are allowed to speak to people, but it depends on why they want to see you or why they want, to have a conversation with you. Now, LinkedIn can be So many things. Top people in the corporate world, when I mean real executive, top executives in the corporate world make use of LinkedIn. You know, I've been blessed to work with many top executives in PwC, Ernest and Young, EY, Google, and so many other places. And everything, if I tell you that these people, I have never seen them in my life, everything was done online. I have never seen them. These are people that worked in US, UK, Britain, so many wonderful places, and everything happened right from LinkedIn. So now I'm going to divide this session into two, and I'll focus on the most important one. You can use LinkedIn for two things. There is optimization for being a brand, and there's optimization for getting a job. So I'm going to focus on the one that is much important for which is the job aspect. Now, LinkedIn, to get a job in LinkedIn is very possible, very, very possible. But you have to be strategic about the kind of job you are looking for. The first mistake people do when they come on LinkedIn is that when they hear of LinkedIn, what is LinkedIn on about? They will just tell you it is where they look for jobs. That's what they tell you. They just tell you, why are you on LinkedIn? Is to get a job. And they say they used to post job. They say HR people are there that they can get job for you. There is no specific core reason. When you come on LinkedIn, for you to be successful on LinkedIn or to achieve your set goal on LinkedIn, there has to be a core reason. Now, I want to assume that core reason is getting a job, which by my research, 80% of people that are on LinkedIn are coming on this platform to get a job. It is very possible. Now, when you open your LinkedIn account, which requires you input your email and your password and everything necessary you need to do. When you finish doing that, now I'll now start explaining it from the very beginning. Now, when you look at this, let me click on it because this is your header on LinkedIn. Let me bring it out again. This is your header on LinkedIn. That's the background behind my picture. Now, this header is like a dashboard. You know those boards they use for advertisement, those big billboards they use on advertisement. When you are traveling on the road or you are somewhere, you see those big billboards. That is the work of this. When people open your profile, anybody that open your profile, what they first see is this. Behind your picture, this is what their eyes get on first. It is not even your degree or what you study. This is what their eye get on first. And for you to maximize it, you have to ensure that every of your expertise, everything you can do, you place it there. You place it there. And why I am recommending you use red or white, because our brains are color patterned. And because of our brains are color patterned, the color red signifies a go action. The color red signifies something that that is what your eyes see first. Is the most fastest color your eye can notice when it comes to visualization. So using the red color on LinkedIn, whenever they come to your profile, the red just picks up the optic nerves. That is the color they see first, because it is the color that matches with the brain pattern of action. That is, you want to do something. When you go to all these hospitals where they do all these brain operations, when they check the brain, it is with your color pattern they will know what is wrong or what is going on exactly in the brain. So the color red signifies action. So when recruiters come to your profile and use a color red background, they tend to see the color first more than anything. Now you can see in the background, I imputed a lot of things. This is all what I do, even more. But these are the core things I do. Why I put it there is that whenever they see the color, okay, you see the color red, okay, what is there again? They see my expertise. So if there's a particular thing they are looking for me to do for them, With this, they can know that this is what I can do. So I don't have to, they don't have to go through, like, they don't have to go through the rest of my profile again. At the top, at this banner, that banner alone shows them, this is what I can do. You want me to do something for you, this is what I can do. And I can assure you that when you put this kind of banner on your LinkedIn profile at the top behind your photo, it tends to give the person or give your recruiter or employer a quick description of what you can do. And I usually emphasize that employees who are looking for jobs should do it as well. The app they use in doing this is Adobe Spark, because you have to draw out a picture of how everything runs. So they use Adobe Spark for it. It's not where it is not just it's something you just create immediately. And secondly, you have my name section where you see my name, Pascal bracket Ali. That is my full name. And next we have the header. Now this headline is also an avenue where I can share what I can also do as well. Because LinkedIn is a place where you have to put out all your skills so that when they see it, they know you putting it on your headline means this is what you can do. I have people, when I see go through some people's profile and I see where they write on this headline, instead of me seeing the skills they can offer, what I see is maybe HR executive at so and so. HR, what your employer wants to see is the value you can offer. They are not after if you are the MD or no. What they are after is value, meaning what you can add on their table. And if you don't push out that value, they might just skip your profile. They might skip it. The tendency they will skip your profile is 90%. Because you are not telling them what you can offer. What you are just saying is this is where I work. And that is it. So on your headline as well, you have to indicate everything as you indicated it on your banner behind your profile picture. You have to do the same as well on your headline. Maybe the ones you forgot to put on your banner, you cannot put it on your headline. But the key thing there is that you are outlining everything you can do. So I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Okay. So now after that we have your this open to work section. If you are using the latest LinkedIn, the mobile app won't show you everything. But on this section, this open to work section, there is a part of it that says that helps you advertise your service. That helps you shows if you're hiring, and also there's a part of it that shows if you want to offer your service to the general public. But it has not been updated on the mobile app yet. Don't know why. So this open to work option now, when you open it, this open to work option now is for LinkedIn to send you the kind of jobs you want to be getting. This option is for LinkedIn to be sending you, the user, the kind of jobs you want. Because if you don't use this option, it's like saying you are on LinkedIn for nothing. With this option now, LinkedIn can know that if they see any jobs that relate to this, they send it to your mail or they pop a notification that apply for this job. So you can see now that even if I want to do anything that has to, maybe somebody wants to reach out to me for something, with this job title now, I can get everything and anything related to these options I choose here. There's consultant, there's business consultant, there's human resource consultant, there's independent, chief executive. Those are the kind of job titles I want or the kind of jobs I want. And you only have 5 options. You only have 5 options. So with these 5 options now, LinkedIn can say, okay, because of you select these 5, these are the kind of job we'll be sending to you. They will send it to your mail. They will also send it to you as a pop-up notification. So if you're on LinkedIn to get jobs, this is the angle you have to focus on as well. You have to indicate the kind of jobs you want, so that when a recruiter is looking for who to fit in a certain position, if they are using LinkedIn Recruiter, they can find you with this option very easy. And this jobs location too, you can see my location. I'm in Lagos, Nigeria, and I selected Nigeria as a whole. So if your employer is in Lagos, once in LinkedIn, there's another part of LinkedIn they call LinkedIn Recruiter. That's the app recruiter used to select people. So when they come on that app and they search for, let's assume they search for consultant in Lagos, Nigeria, there is 100% chance I will pop up because my location is showing Lagos, Nigeria. My job title is showing consultant. I hope you understand. Yes. So, and look at this place that has I am open to remote work. This remote work option means if, let's assume, you are open to international job opportunities or jobs that allow you work remote. When you click on it now, it signifies that people can see your profile from outside Nigeria, and if they see that your expertise match what they want you to do for them, they can reach out to you as well. Then look at this other option that says immediately I'm actively applying, flexible and casually browsing. These two options, the first one that says immediately means you are in need of a job, like sharp, emergency. When you click that option, LinkedIn tends to put your profile at the top of searches. Like they help you, they hustle for you. LinkedIn hustles for you. But when you click on the flexible option, it means that the job you are in, you are still in the job, but it doesn't mean that when you see a better opportunity, you cannot go after it, but you are quite comfortable at the kind of job you want. So, and now these job types, we have full-time, contract, part-time. So those are the kind of jobs you want. What are the job types? Is it full-time? Is it contract? So if you want any, you just have to click, anyone. So when a recruiter is looking for a part-time human resource, when you click on part-time, when you come out in your job search by your employer, they can see that, oh, this person can also work as part-time. They can also, reach out for you as well. And after that, now we have this place my picture is. If I click on this arrow that is showing down, it brings out two options. Now, these two options, this first one that shows all LinkedIn members, it means that with your open to work profile, it means that even if people are not using LinkedIn Recruiter, that is the app LinkedIn recommended for HR executives, or people who are looking to employ people. Even if you are not using it, this open to work caption on your photo frame means you are open to work, meaning anybody that wants your service, that is the signal that shows them you are available. The second one shows recruiters only. Those are the ones using the LinkedIn Recruiter, meaning when you click on it, only people that are recruiting can reach out to you. Do you understand? Yeah. So that is that. Now I'll go back. After that, we have the about section. This your about section now. It's 1,000 word capacitated. Yes, I think so. Yes, 1,000. So you have like 1,000 words you can input here. But where this about is very special is that this is where you can sell yourself. This is where you can sell yourself. If you go to some people about section, some people don't even have it. This is where you can sell yourself. And for this about section, for it to be very effective for you, you have to put value. This is not where you write, I work in this, I work in that, these are my duties, these are my responsibilities. No, LinkedIn isn't concerned with your responsibility. They are concerned about what can you give us? What can you give us that will make us want to employ you? This is where the about section is all about it. If you look at my own now, you see that this is what I can offer you. I'm not talking about where I have worked or where my responsibilities. This is what I can offer you. So with this now, anybody that comes to me now will know that this is what I can offer. These are the people, these are my partners. This is the people I have worked with. You understand? So it is not a place whereby I see some people's profile, they write, I have this is where I have worked. And my responsibilities are this, my duties are this. They are not concerned, they are concerned about what we should know about employers is that they are majorly concerned about when we employ you, what are you bringing on the table? That is the question they are after. And that is the question that if you answer that question, the chances of you getting employed is 99.9. Okay, you're on LinkedIn, we should send you a message. We should send you, why should we come to you? When you answer that question well, the possibility of getting the job is very high because they will know that this is what you can do, this is what you are after. And this featured section now, is the part of LinkedIn that allows you add files such as your CV, media pictures, audio pictures, videos as well. But where this featured is good is that this is where you can highlight if you are in an industry that allows you showcase what you can have, what you can do. This feature area is where you can actually show people what you can. Like you can see mine now. I use the picture, a very red colored picture, so it's very bright. You can see it now. These are what I can do for you. So if my banner is not convincing enough, my headline is not convincing enough, my about is not convincing enough, this one will surely convince you. This is where I highlight my achievements. This is where I highlight what I can do. This is where I highlight where if you come to me, the assurance of you getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that will be good for you. This is where I highlight them. So that when they see it, they know that yes, this is what you can do. I've had a person come to me and tell me, oh, Pascal, I saw one of your banner on LinkedIn that says you have optimized 23,000 profiles. Ah, is it true? Well, come and do my own too. All because of that banner, you saw it. All because of that picture I uploaded, you saw it. So I'm sure the person saw all my headline, my picture, but this person chose, they saw this banner and they were like, yes, this guy can do this job. Let's give it to him. So that one is good as well. Now, after that, you can see my activities. Under my activity, I have almost 22,816 followers. Now, the importance of these followers is that my goal on LinkedIn is to be an employer, at the same time, an employee. These 22,000 followers now, I can tell you 80% of these people are mostly audiences that I educate on recruitment and CV enhancement. But I can show you inside these followers too, I have people that I was on LinkedIn because of them. Like when I came on LinkedIn, these are the people I after. So if you are on LinkedIn to get a job, don't go about adding people anyhow. It's like saying you entered somewhere and you don't know, you are just talking to anybody. If you are on LinkedIn to get a job, the kind of people you should be adding are human resource executive. Maybe let's assume you want to do a customer service job now, a customer service, and you come on LinkedIn. When you follow HR executives, because they are the one posting the job, your next set of people you should be adding are people that are doing customer service as well. Those are the kind of two people. Don't go about adding engineer. You don't have any discussion with an engineer working in an engineering space. People you should be adding are after HR executives, are head of customer service, head of customer experience, customer service, so that anything that happens in the customer service world, you are aware. If they post for custom houses, you know when it's posted. And I recommend that people should always connect every day. Let me tell you this secret. What I do every day when I come on LinkedIn, I connect to at least 80 people every day. 80 people. I don't forget. These 80 people are people that I know that they work in the human resource industry. So there is no news happening in the human resource that I will not know. Because LinkedIn, I will always see them. I will always see them. So let's followers too are very much important, because when you follow, the more you follow people, the more they share job opportunities, insights on your industry, there's a tendency you will see them. There's a tendency you will see. So if you are a human resource person, or you are a customer service, or you are an engineer, or any industry, and you don't follow your people, I don't know. By the time you see a job opportunity and they ask you what's the latest in the engineering industry, and you don't know what to say, there will be issue. So under my experience, you can see I have my experience, list what I've done so far, all my work experience. And after that, we have my education, which is what I have done so far. My education from Career Development College to Google, East India, and all. After that, we have my licenses and certifications. These are courses I've did. And this under this license and certifications, let me tell you everyone, no matter the course you have done, please indicate it here. Education, you can add maybe your BSc degree, MSc degree, MBA, and PhD, and the likes. But under license and certification, even if it's a Google course, put it there. It will help you. Because when they are searching for people, this course can be the reason they will find you. Let's assume this one that I have resume writing now. Somebody comes on LinkedIn and just writes resume writing. There's a tendency I'll pop up because on my profile I have resume writing and it's under license and certification. So any course that you have done, please indicate it here. Even if it's just diploma from CIPM, put it. If it's just diploma from Allison, put it. If it's the certificate from Wolfby, put it. Even the one they did in TTM, put it. Zoom meeting certificate, put it. Because these are courses that can enable people find you more. Then these are the areas that I've done volunteering. I've volunteered for. And after that, we have the skills section. These are the skills I can offer. We shouldn't take this area for granted too. Every skill you can do, please list it. This is where the plus button at the top is where you can put your plus and you can add your skills. Whatever skills you want to add. Whatever skills you want to add, this is where you can add it. So once you click on it, it adds it, and you just do what next thing you do is click on save. It will save. But I am not a research person. When I mean research on LinkedIn is quite different too, so don't misunderstand me. So that's about skill. And these numbers you see after your skill section is like people that actually verify that this is what you do. The ones that verify that, oh, they confirm that, okay, this person is a professional resume writer, and they go and endorse you. So I've had like 78 people endorse me for being a professional CV writer. I had 75 people endorse me for being a career development coach, LinkedIn optimization, HR, Microsoft Office, recruitment, and social media influence. So, and it is very important as well. When people endorse you, it shows that you are very good at what you do. It shows that you are very good at what you do. So that is where skills are very powerful as well. Next, we have recommendations. Please, if you have anybody that has not recommended you before, please, that are on LinkedIn, tell them to recommend you. Recommendation means that this person, I know this person can do this. If you ever had the opportunity of working with this person, you are working with a very wonderful person. That is what recommendation means. And as well, I have a friend here from Netherlands. She's in the Netherlands. She's the owner of Marino.com. and she was the one that recommended me. I still have more that I'm yet to verify as well. So under your accomplishments, there are so many things under your accomplishments. We have courses, we have honors and award, we have publications, we have languages, we have organizations. All these things you have to list it. Whatever thing you have done, from projects to anything you have done under accomplishments, that is where you put them. That is where you put them as well. So after that, you have your contact option. Your contact option on LinkedIn. You can see your profile link, your website, and your phone. Why I tell people that on LinkedIn, I always put my phone available on request because my number is very special to me. I can't have somebody call me from nowhere and I don't know where the person is calling me from. And my number can be open to scammers and users because scammers are on LinkedIn as well. So I don't want anybody taking my number for means that are not legal. So that is why I always tell people on LinkedIn, your everything should be on your phone, should be available on request. Anybody that needs it should reach out to you on LinkedIn so you can share your number. So you know you are sharing your number to. If you just put it open there, anybody can call you and let us know if it is the voice of a person that wants to scam us. So and that is that. And we have the address section. If you look at this address, look at it well. I did not put number 2 Ikeja Street, Bariga, Lagos, or Dunsi. No, I only put Lagos, Nigeria. That is where I am in. You check some people's profile, you will see number 2, Akinola Street. I've had people get scammed with this. Only your phone number and your address. They use to scam people on LinkedIn. So we have to be careful when putting our numbers out on social media. If you have to give your number out to anybody, be sure of the person you are giving your number to. Your address, if you are in Lagos, Nigeria, you just put in Lagos, Nigeria. If you are in Kaduna, Nigeria, you put Kaduna, Nigeria. If you are in Ogun State, Nigeria, they should know that okay, this is where you are. Anybody that wants to come to your house to message you, you show them your house. It's as simple as that, so that we don't become victims of what we do not want in our lives. And now to the final phase. If you want to make a very special use of LinkedIn, you have to be on LinkedIn for a reason. The reason is to get a job. That is the first one. The second one is putting yourself out on LinkedIn like a professional. Nobody is an island of knowledge, but seeing is believing sometimes on LinkedIn. So if anybody does not know me now, with the way I've arranged my profile, they know that this is what I can do. You understand? So when you come on LinkedIn, do ensure you fill out every section of your LinkedIn profile that matters to you. And the second one is, if you are on LinkedIn, if you know that you have a career, because career is quite different from people looking for a job. A job is to find something doing. A career means you are focused on one thing, you are focused on something, you want to become a professional in something. So if you have a career, LinkedIn, go to LinkedIn, set up everything that aligns to what you want. If it's a job you want to get on LinkedIn, you list out everything you can do in a certain industry or your expertise, so that when people see you, they know that this is what you can do. Secondly, thirdly, is that your amount of followers matters on LinkedIn. Why I'm saying it is that information can spread. If you are on LinkedIn and you have 10 followers, 11 followers, how will people see you? People cannot see you because even though you post anything, only 10 people can view it. It's only when those 10 people view it, that is when they see. But in as much as LinkedIn is a social media platform, it is there for us to connect, to reach out to people, for us to do so many things. So you have to find people in your industry. Find people in your industry. If you want to search for anybody now in your industry, let's assume that I'm on LinkedIn for the first time. I don't know how it works. I just go up here and I'm an HR personnel. I'm looking for people in HR. I'll just come here and type human resource. Let's assume I type human resource now. I just type human resource and it brings out a list for me. Look at it. These are people in human resource. Look at it now. It shows past human resource executive as slot, current. The second one, Angelina Obinwa, current. What do you do immediately? You add them. That is what you do. Now, on that search now, you have people, courses, jobs, groups, companies. Go to people. They bring out everybody doing human resource. You keep on connecting, connect. That is all what you should be doing on LinkedIn. Now, after you've connected to people on LinkedIn, once you bring out, once you type human resource and it brings out the person's picture, go to the person's profile. Okay, the person's profile is pending. You go now. What do you do next? 155 mutual connection. Go to the person's activity. Look at the person. Is this person active? Look at this one now. This one is not active. What the person has been in the last 6 months is to post link. So you know that okay, this one is not active. What do you do next? You click on the person's mutual connections. You can see that these are the fellow human resource they have. So anyone that you've not added that is not your own, you keep on adding them. Like these ones now are the ones that I know that I have. All these ones now, they are all my followers. So that is how you keep connecting. People in your industry, you connect. People in your industry, you connect. The more you connect, the more you see updates on your industry, people that matters. It is very important. This search button now has changed so many lives for people. This search button has changed so many lives. Like imagine now I just type resume writing now. Just look at it, look at what it will bring out now. Resume writing. I write it out now. It look at what it brings out. Then I just go to people. This is what it's bringing out. Look at it very well to tell you how keywords work. This one right now, this one says, when can I resume? Why LinkedIn is bringing this person out is because of that word, resume. This second person, Simisola Olaribe, resume writing. So anybody that has resume writing on his or her profile, LinkedIn will bring the person up. LinkedIn will bring the person up. And it is how they search for you. So if you are an expertise in CRM, okay, let me use CRM. Let me write CRM so that you will see CRM. Look at it now. These people is just because they had the word CRM on their profile. So if an employer is looking for you on LinkedIn now, and you don't have the necessary keyword on your profile, they cannot see you. So keyword is very important. And you have the about section and your headline. Don't insert the necessary keyword in your industry so that people that can reach out to you or are looking for people can reach out to you. Now look at this person's profile now. This Dr. Bimbola, she's one of the educational leaders in Nigeria, a very powerful woman. She's very good at what she does. I've been in her group before. She's a very powerful woman. But if you look at her profile now, it is there. She did not use the headline. Well, it is her own decision. But look, she did not use the banner. That's her own decision. But look at the headline now. Look at what it says. Education, leadership, and management expert. Meaning anything that has to do with education, leadership, management, she's there. And I'm sure this one I'm talking to you now, the day I went to one of our meetings, I told her, you don't have money, you're spending nothing less than 600,000. 600,000. And LinkedIn has been one of our major places she gets clients as well, because of they know her very well. She's one of those people I met on LinkedIn that helped me in terms of LinkedIn management very well. So with this now, anything you want to achieve on LinkedIn, you can achieve it. This is the option. This is the where people send you a request and all that stuff. So anybody that sends you requests, please accept it. It is very important. You don't know who will help you tomorrow. Okay, look at this one now. These ones are the ones that added me as well. So these are people that can add you how it people that these are the ones that can add you. So you can see from my feed now, you can see what is going on. Everything that is happening on LinkedIn, I can know what is going on in my industry. Management experts, top people in my industry, I can know what is going on. That is why follow us. And if you don't follow people, you won't know what is happening. Please, if you are not the kind that add people, please go and add. LinkedIn without adding people is useless. I will tell you the truth. LinkedIn without adding people is useless. So I believe with this small introduction, we have learned one or two cuts that will make your LinkedIn profile a success. So I will stop sharing now so that we can focus on CV enhancement. Okay. So I want to believe people can everybody see?
Yeah.
Okay. Because yeah. So that is that. So now we are going to talk about CV. CV is a document that if you know how to use very well, I can tell you the issue of unemployment will come to an end. That is if you know how to use your CV very well, the issue of unemployment will come to an end. Why I am saying this is because CV is, without anybody knowing you, CV is the first thing that will determine if they will call you or not. Why I'm saying this is that CV is like the document that certifies you can do this or you cannot do this. You can do that or you cannot do this. You know? So anybody doesn't know you, any employer, your employer doesn't know you, what they know is your CV. But if you don't put your CV in a professional way that shows that you can do this job, there is no tendency that they will call you. Why? I've been in a situation before. This person had 10 years experience and we were looking for a general manager with 10 years experience. This person had the experience. The experience was wonderful. Everything was complete. But this person, when we saw the CV, I tried my best. Like, they should not say I am wicked now. So I tried my best to just include the person. Now, the CEO of the organization, because we were in a meeting together, they called the person. The CEO asked a very funny question. That question changed my life from the way I saw CV from that day. The CEO asked the person that wanted to recruit the guy that how much did you use in doing your CV? Me, from far, I understood that if this guy should say, because the amount we wanted to pay this person was around 900,000. And inside me, I was shaking because if this person go and mention, my God, my Lord, if the person go and mention a number that is not significant, it will put that job in jeopardy because it's like saying you don't respect the company. It's what they call company courtesy. You don't respect the company enough to value them to do something, something tangible. So this person said he did the CV for 300 naira. And the CEO looked at me. I looked at the CEO. He said, okay, that we are going to get back to the person. So after the man left, the CEO looked at me and told me that, Pascal, so this man wants us to pay him 900,000. It is he did for 300 naira. And right there, I could understand that you cannot be applying for a job that is going to literally change your life, and you don't package your CV the way it should be packaged for that job. And most employees are they are, you know, they are fond of it. You want to collect a job, the pay grade, let's assume you don't even know the pay grade, but you know this job shouldn't be worth more than 80 or 90,000 naira, 100,000 naira. And you go to a cyber cafe, you do 200 naira CV for you. How do you think the CEO or the employer will feel when they see this kind of CV and they are like, how? No, now. Because I've been in there before. So this is not a story that I'm forming. I've been inside here before. So CV format is very important. I also like to share one experience I had. This person too had the experience, like the person had everything we needed. But the way this person brought the CV, I don't know where the person did the CV, but I'm very sure it was not an CV expert that did it. It was a roadside cyber cafe. I'm very sure of that. I'm 100% sure. If it's not a cyber cafe, it's the person did it by himself. When we showed the CV to our clients that this is the one way, the woman saw the CV and said no, she cannot collect it. We told her that the person we interviewed in the person, she said no. That from the CV she can see that this man will not be able to do it because the man doesn't know how to present himself very well on his CV. So most people think CV is just ordinary paper using applying. But there's a level in your career that if you don't have a very good CV, you can be stuck in a particular position. Now, I'm going to share some kind of, the most very fundamental part of the CV, which I believe everybody should have a biro and pencil now, because I'm going to speed this up so that you can have time for questions and answers. So when you're writing a CV, the first question you ask yourself is that, who are you writing the CV for? You're writing for your recruiter. You're writing for, okay, which of your employers are you writing for the CV for? And HR personnel. The HR personnel, where would the person be working in? Probably in an industry you know that this is where they can be working in, and you match your CV to it. But some employees are just fond of writing CV for just, this is what I have. This is what I have. You have to write your CV strategically for an employer or an industry or for an expertise. You are not writing for anybody. If to get a job was just anyhow, people have been getting jobs anyhow. But your CV indicates this is what you can do in a particular field, in a particular industry, in a particular area. So the first thing is that, who are you writing your CV for? When you define the kind of audience you are writing your CV for, it will help you know what to put in your CV that will actually build you as a professional. Do you understand? Now, when writing your CV, your first name is first. Under your name on your CV, always highlight all your courses and certifications. Because certification certifies that you are very good at what you do. Let's assume now that you did a course on Allison and they gave you a diploma for customer service. When you write your name, under your name on your CV, you can just put DIP dot. DIP means diploma, then book dot CS. It means diploma in customer service. Now let's assume you have BSc. Under your name on your CV, you put BSc, then space DIP/CS. Only that DIP/CS shows you that they don't know, even if they don't know what it means, it shows that this person is professional in one area. But by the time we go through down the CV, we will know where this person is professional. It shows that you are, you know what is happening. It's more or less saying that you know what is happening in your industry. So after your name, your certifications under, the next thing is to outline industry you can work in, because your CV is not meant for everybody. Your CV is meant for a particular kind of people. So after that, you have your name, your degree, or your certification and degree. The next that should follow is the industry or the expertise you have. Let's assume I'm using customer service, so it will be easy for everyone to understand. So after that, you have, let's assume you put your name and Chiamaka Iberi under BSc diploma customer service, under under your certifications. You just put it. Okay, you are a customer service, right? Okay, what can you do? Customer service, another space. Operations, another space. Business development, another place. Client relations. So if your employer sees it that your heading, you have customer service, business development, operations, client relations, they know that this is where you can fit into. You don't need to talk too much again. They know that this is where you can fit into. You don't have to say too much or do too much. They know that this is where you can fit into. They know that you don't have to do too much or say too much. Then after that, you have your phone number. Please, when including phone number, please put only one. Put only one. People say you should put two. I'll tell you put only one. You know why? Because when you put only one, you cage your employer to a particular line. Because we have issues where we call the number that had the person put two number. We call the first number, the number was not going. We called the second number. The next thing we heard was, "Are you okay? Are you okay? What is this now? I said, don't call my line again." We have to wait 1 hour, let the person calm down. They will not call the person. The person saw the call again, bounced it. Later, I don't know what happened. The person called us back that they don't know what. We now told the person, we are recruiters from the person now started saying, "Sorry, sir. By that time, the job has gone already." But if the person had included one phone number, the person will know that at this phone number, any call that calls from this phone number that I did not see, best known that is a recruiter's number. So when you put one phone number, you cage your recruiter to reaching you by one means. And people are fond of putting 2 email addresses, 3 email addresses. Please put only one. Put only one. HR recruiters will not have the energy to send you this email and this email. Put only one. There's only one we're asking you to put, just only one. So after that, you put your LinkedIn username or your LinkedIn link, any of the two. On your header, you put your number 2 Ikija. We didn't ask you for that one, no. The most important thing on your header should be on your CV is your one phone number, one email, LinkedIn link, or LinkedIn profile username. That's all. After that, you elaborate yourself on your CV. Who are you? Who are you? That line shouldn't take more than 5 lines. 5 lines. Tell us who you are. After that, your about section, about who are you. When you finish explaining who you are, the next thing you follow with your skills. What can you offer us? What is the thing you can do? What is the things you can do? What can you do? That is where the skill section is. You list your skill. The least skills you should list, smallest number is 6. So when I mean skills, I don't mean this thing I see in a lot of CVs. They put Microsoft proficient. No, when I mean skills, skills has evolved. There's all those skills now are outdated. The latest skills in when it comes to CV as a whole is management skills. Management skills. They are very, very important in today's world. Management skills. So in your skill section, what I should be seeing is customer service, business development, operations, administration, office management, front office supervision or supervision, headhunting. You know, key skills as necessary as management skills are very important. It shows that you know what you are. If you are to put interpersonal skills like empathy and time management, those ones are for NGOs. NGOs require you combine management and human skills together. If you are in the IT world, you know technical skills are very important. Skills like SPSS, Python, and all that stuff. So when you know your industry, you know the kind of skills you can put there. As an engineer, you know you have to put engineering skills, project management, engineering operations, oil and gas, civil engineering. Those are management skills in engineering. So when you know your industry, you know the kind of skills you can put that matters there. So after your skill section, you have your career experiences. Now, this your career experiences. You know, on the normal CV, we have where they put their name, the how many years they've worked, and your duties and responsibilities. But the thing what your employers want or need is not your duties, is how you have helped that organization grow. That is what they're after. Okay, you want them to employ you, yes. What have you done that has helped your organization grow, or that has helped one organization grow? That's what they're after. Because if you help an organization grow, it means you were doing something that is very good for them. So when they see that, oh, you were part of the team that did this, you made sure that customers this, you made sure that customer go what they okay, this person knows what he or she is doing. But some duties, what I see was there was one I saw. Um, I saw one. He wrote, took out files. What did they share? Took out files. Welcome visitors. And I asked myself, how is this related? How is this related? We know that these are the core necessities of every job. You have to welcome visitors, Abby. Yes, you have to take out files. Yes, but these are not showing the value you give to that organization. When we see value now, we know that yes, this is what you can do, and now you can do it. So as you are listing your time in each company, in your responsibility section, just remove that responsibility, change it to achievements. Achievement, that is all they're after. What you have done, how you are doing it, how you did it. That's all. Then after that, you have your trainings, your volunteering, and every other thing. But the most important, let me tell you, the most important areas in your CV is your skills and your achievements. Your skills and your achievements. If your skills match your achievements, that's all. And I usually tell people, when on your CV, if you have left a job, like you are not working at all, don't ever put it that you have resigned from a job. Because if you resign, since you've not been doing anything, and nobody wants to employ anybody that is hiding, please, if you have left a job, still put it at present. When they ask you, it is during the interview they ask you if you are still at this company. When they ask you, you say it. But the tendency, they will not ask you. But by the time you put your last job was in 2019, it means that since 2019 you left work 2019, 2020 you didn't do anything, 2021 you didn't do anything. So what you are trying to tell your employer is you've not been doing anything. Even if you have been doing anything, you didn't indicate it on your CV. So let's say you've been looking for a job since that time. Nobody cares. What the employer sees on that CV is that you stopped working in 2019. And nobody wants to employ an IT person because they want people that are on the go. Because workforce is AKA on the go. Nobody has time to come out. But when you put it that you stopped work in 2019, you have to answer a lot of questions. Why do you have gaps on your CV? And I tell people, if let's assume on your CV you have maybe a job, you started 2015 and finished 2016. Your second job now started 2019. That's saying 17, 18, you didn't do anything. Please don't put the year on your CV. Instead of 2018, 2019, put 1 year on this job, 2 years on this job, 3 years on this job, so that they don't see the gaps. Because if your employer sees the gaps, it means during that time, what were you doing? And if you were not doing anything, it's bad. It's bad. That is pure truth. It's bad. It's bad. So if you have any employment gaps on your CV, where during those periods you didn't do anything, please Change your date from 2017 to 2018. Change it to 1 year. 1 year is 2 years. So that way you change your gaps. Nobody will see it. Please, it's very important. When we see gaps on your CV, what you are trying to tell us is you didn't work. You did not do anything. You didn't do anything. So please, if you have gaps on your CV, please go and go change it. Don't put it 2017, 2018. Change it to 1 year, 2 months, 1 year. Anything you spent at that company, just change it to how many years calculate it in your head. Put it there. Don't give any space for gaps. That is the pure truth. So it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock here. So it's time for questions and answers. Time for questions and answers. So if there's any question, I'm going to the chat section now. If there's any question you want to ask, you can send it to the chat section, or you can unmute and ask your question. I'll be available to answer you because we have like 30 minutes more. And I said I was going to use this opportunity to answer questions, anybody might be asking. So if you have any questions now, we still have like 30 minutes to go. So questions, anyone? I'm trying to see this. Okay, I'm going to the chat area now. I'm seeing Zoom certificates. Yes, so it's very important. Zoom at any Zoom certificate you have, put it. No certificate is useless. Don't allow any recruiter tell you your certificate is useless. Your certificate is not useless, even if it's church, roadside, as long as they certify you, put it on your CV. It shows you are very good at what you do. So please, it's very important as well. What have you not seen on LinkedIn? Please let me know. Remote jobs too, yes. Yeah, you can get remote jobs. You can get remote jobs on LinkedIn, but it just depends on how you do it. WorkB certificate. WorkB certificate.
Linda, you have questions?
Please, it's very important.
I do.
WorkB certificate is value. Sample CV. For those asking for sample of CVs, what I will tell you in the CV revamping industry, we don't share our CVs. Why? Because we are afraid of poachers. We call them poachers, where they steal your idea and make them theirs. And before you know, these are CV that add to a set of HR executives have to come together, both locally and international, to see kind of CV that will make. So that is why, if not, of course, I'm ready to share. I'm ready to share to anybody. So please, if you have questions, I'm available. You can just ask. We have like 30 minutes. I want to see that everybody understands where I am going. So
Pascal.
I have one.
Hello,
Can I go ahead?
Pascal.
yes.
I have two rather.
Go on. Go on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for the facilitation. I learned a lot and I took a lot of notes. So I just want to clarify two things. First of all, you said there's no need for one to put in their full address on
Yes.
the CV.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying that as far as Nigerian recruitment is concerned, it's okay to just put Lagos, Nigeria, because especially if the role is location specific.
Yes.
Some people might indicate, okay, for Lagos, for example, some people would want someone on the mainland or someone on the island for ease of access. So is it okay to just leave it at Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, and then if you get called upon for further engagement, you can now give details?
Wonderful. That is how it should be.
Okay,
that is how it should
thank you. Then the second one is pertaining to gaps on employment gaps on the CV. I'm just wondering, wouldn't it seem fraudulent that you know you've had these gaps. It might not be out of your own incompetence. It could be, for example, the company closed down during the pandemic, or that role was no longer available due to business exigencies. So
Yeah.
wouldn't it look fraudulent to a recruiter that, because if I now leave it at 2015 till date, I've been on so and so role, then I get into the engagement. Of course, they would want to know some things about my current employment. Is it at that
Yeah.
point, or maybe I have passed the interview level and they are now seeking to engage my previous employer, maybe for reference checks or something? I'm just thinking that that's it will come out somehow that I haven't been in this role or company since maybe 2018. Wouldn't
Yeah.
it seem fraudulent to the employer at any point in the recruitment process, especially if we go beyond the interview to actual hiring and all that? Thank you.
Yes. Yes. So concerning that question, the purpose of your CV is to get you to the interview. When you get to your interview, and surely they will surely ask you if you are still with your current employer, because the CV says you are still with your current employer. At that point, what you should say is you left them during this role. But mind you, when you are saying you left them during this role, what have you been doing since that time? Because if it shows that you tell them you left this role, let's assume it's 2015 to present, and you left that role in 2019, you understand? And you now tell them, okay, I've led this company since 2015. I have been doing this certification, or I have been doing these courses, or I've been doing this since that time. Because if you give them an overview that you've not been doing anything at all, it's bad. It's bad. Very bad. Because it's like saying you've not been doing anything, you just been relaxed. It might be that you might be doing something before. You understand? But when you don't, when you just highlight there that you stop working, the question is, what have you been doing? What have you been doing since you stopped working? That is where the question is. But by the time you get to the interview and you tell them, okay, they asked you, I used to be, because they will surely ask you if you are still with your current employer, or why do you want to leave your employer? Any of these two questions can pop up. You tell them you've left this your employer since 2016 or 17, 18, but you have been doing social certification, or you've been volunteering, or you've been doing free jobs, anything at all. Because if you give them an idea, because nobody will ask you, let's assume we put 2016 to 2019, you left them since 2019. Nobody will ask you, what have you been doing since then? That is why I said, instead of writing 2016 to 2019, you can write 2 years, 3 months, 3 years, 3 months, or 1 year, 2 months. The exact time you spent at that company, just write it there, so that they won't notice the employment gaps. It is when they notice they begin to ask you. But putting it 2 years, or 2 years, 3 months, 2 years, 1 month, they won't know the exact year you left, but they know you left the place, because they are not seeing the exact date. It is only a recruiter that is very detailed. We now ask you, this CV you wrote for 2 years, 3 months, when did you exactly leave that company? Which that question is very rare. It's very rare. I will tell you the truth. It's very rare. So I hope I answered your question very well.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All
So
right, Linda,
Yes.
write a little bit on what Pascal said. All right, so I will also recommend if you know you've left an employer and then you are job searching, don't sit at home saying I'm waiting for a job. The world is filled with so much opportunities, things you can apply yourself in during that waiting period.
Okay.
I think what Pascal is trying to drive at is, if I take a CV and I see that the last time the person worked was a year ago, the chances that I'll call you for an interview is very slim. I'll put it aside and call people who are in active employment. So if you know you've been out of job, have a plan. If it's to learn, go and volunteer somewhere, look for that volunteer opportunity. If it's to go and learn a skill, let something be on that document to show that, yes, I left my former employer a year ago, but between 2019 to date, this is what I'm doing. So let that, but how about time? Because knowledge is very, very fluid. If you've
Yeah.
not been learning anything, you've not been doing anything for 1 year, the chances that you bring in that dynamism they are looking for are very slim. And it says something about your person also, that also for your person has been sleeping out. Fill that gap, make sure you have something, you're proving your skills and making you employable. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have another question here that says, you want to reach me on LinkedIn? My name is on LinkedIn, Pascal Angel. I'm always available. Send me a request, I'll reply immediately. This one says, how can one make up lack of experience on one's CV? Lack of experience. This lack of experience, what I tell people is that if you are not doing anything, but you know you are good at a very particular position, make yourself a freelance person. Make yourself freelance. You can go to Fiverr, all these remote workplaces. Put Fiverr on your CV. You are a freelance customer service personnel. You are a freelance. When you become freelance, it means you can work for a lot of people. You can become your own boss. So once you are lacking experience and on your CV and you want to gather up experience, become a freelancer, work for free, do anything that makes you seem on the go. Just like what Tinuke said, is very important. You have to be on the go. If you relax, you're not helping yourself. But if you want to switch careers, switching career is not related to CV. Switching career is another word entirely. Switching career, when there is time, of course, I will put that one specially. But switching careers is like saying you want to dump a new CV and create another one. But you still have to take some expertise from your former industry into this new industry. So that transitioning is not something I can say in 5 minutes. It's very delicate. So maybe when I have the opportunity, definitely I will speak on that. So this one says, what about letting us have some sample CV? I'm not saying you cannot have it, but every country have their specific standards. And if it was something that was free, definitely every CV firm in the world will share it as its own. But unfortunately, they don't, because we are afraid of poachers as well. So if not, I would have loved to share, honestly. I would have loved to share, but I'm available for inquiry and consulting at any time. So
All right,
any other?
let me say what to that, Ali. I think what we can do is to, the guidelines you give, just document it in a simple template in terms of guideline. Where you have your name, under your name, you should have your credentials or certifications you've acquired. After that, your profile summary, not more than five lines. The profile summary should specify the competencies you have. Don't be part of the people that have profile summary and take Pascal, I solve a lot of problems. The staff you're looking for, you hear a lot of stories.
I'm telling you.
We can come up with a template, the profile summary. These are the kind
Yeah.
of things you should have on your profile, on the HR community group too, and other come from there. Just taking people on how to structure yourself. That doesn't have just a template. Say these are the guidelines to follow. I think we can like that.
Definitely, yeah. I'll definitely do that today, and I'll share it on the group. I'll share it on the group that everybody can partake.
Ali,
Definitely.
are you there?
Yes. I said I'll share it. I can share it to you, then you can just share it to the groups.
All
I
right.
share it to the group, anyone at all. So any other question?
Hello, Pastor. Hello, can you
It's
hear me?
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Question.
This is Joyce. So I just want to say something about about when you are in between jobs and volunteering. So I would say for one, when before I started working, it was volunteering that got me my first job. It's not something that is very common. I don't know whether it's not very common in Nigeria, but somehow I kind of invited, I guess because I read a lot. So when it was time to get a job, I started volunteering. And I was doing my youth service. And even I would go to a hotel and just work at the reception. They weren't paying me. I would just go there and assist them. And then, the owner of the hotel noticed, and I was bringing in more returns than people who work from morning till like 4 or 5 p.m. Between maybe 5 and 7, I was giving in more returns. And so when I was done with my youth service, immediately, employed me. Then secondly, when I was in between jobs, sometime in 2013, I started volunteering for a consult. And it was through that process I got into HR somewhat, because the little experience I gained with HR when I eventually started another job, that helped me to actually, I put it in my CV, and it helped with the process of so I just want to because it's not something that is common. I think in Nigeria, we just go to people, I just get a job. If you don't have the experience, you can find a consultancy, you can find an organization, you can actually volunteer for. Don't think about the money. It's not always about money. It's something that we don't really look at or don't invite in Nigeria. So if you have gaps or you're looking to get into a particular sector or a particular profession, volunteering is one of the ways you can actually say there will always be somebody who is willing to open their doors for you to say, okay, you can come in, and you just go there and they'll see what you're doing, and then they give you the next chance, you're able to complete it. It leads to more, and they can open doors. So volunteering has opened doors for me, and I just want to say, let me take that to encourage people or anyone, or anyone, especially young people when they come out of school, we tell them, hey, just find something and browse with their phone and they do a lot of things. Go out there. If you don't leave your house, you're not going to get something. So when you're in between jobs, it's something to consider and something to advise us to consider as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Your what you said was wonderful. I will tell you the truth. This generation of graduates, there is a lot of pride inside. I will not lie to you, because I graduate. We know the Nigerian system. Let's assume you come out with a degree you don't like. You want to focus. The issue here is there is no focus, like career focus. Everybody comes out with BSc, HND. What is the next thing? To find a job. What kind of job are you after? They can't say. What kind of job are you after? All they want is a job. And if you look at it closely, it's not job. All they want is money. There is no career focus. And because of this, it was before employees will employ you as a graduate trainee, train you. Inside that training, they are paying you salary. Now they don't do it anymore. They want experience. They want experience. So I usually tell people, if you are a graduate, you come out of school, work for free. I've mentored somebody in Port Harcourt. Her name is Adeshino. She came out with the BSc in accounting. She was in Port Harcourt. She was telling me she had no job. I told her, you love accounting, yes. Go and work for you. What do you know in accounting? She says she hasn't seen anywhere to start learning. I tell her, go and work in an accounting thing. Tell them, if you go to work for free, there's a mistake people do. When you go to work for free, don't say you want to do internship. If at the mention of internship, what you are telling your employer is that I want to work for you, but anything you can pay me at the end of the month, give me. It is only internship when the organization wants interns. When it is you going to them, it is work for free. If you mention internship when you are going to the company, you are trying to tell the company, I want to work for you, but at the end of the month, give me something, let me take home. But when you want to go and gain experience, because working for free is not actually working for free. You are learning from the best people for free. That is the truth. You are learning from the best people for free. So when you want to go and do internship, don't mention internship. Write it on your letter. You want to work for free for them. No organization, I repeat, no organization will turn down anybody that wants to work for free. Adesina took my advice. She went to go and work for an organization for free. The CEO was surprised that in this generation, somebody will come to his company and work for free. He was surprised. At the end, she started working for free. Do you know at the end of the month, they still paid her? At the end, they retained her as a full staff. Now she's working in the same Port Harcourt that they were saying no work, no work, no work. The issue is that there is work, but nobody wants to hire a graduate, pay you 180,000 for and you don't have anything, there's nothing to show for you. Nobody wants to do it. But when you have experience, people will actually pay you. And to get this experience, you have to, the same 4 years you use in doing a course you don't like, you remove 1 year. If it's 1 year, at the most 1 year or 6 months, learn, go into an organization, tell them you want to work for free, learn it. When you learn it, you are confident that you have experience. I see some job, they just want 6 months experience. They don't even want 1 year, 6 months, and they will take you. By that time, when they ask you questions, you know what to say. So I believe this can help everyone as well. Please, if you are looking for internship, don't go to a company and tell them you want to do internship. No, you are indirectly asking them to pay you. Tell them you want to work for free. The two words are very different to your employer. Internship to an employer means you want to still collect salary. Work for free is different, meaning they can put you in any department. All you know is that you are learning, and because of you are learning for free, you have the capability, the right to tell them, you want to work in customer service department too, you want to work in HR department too. They will give you the liberty because you are working for free. But internship is like you are still working under them, so they will tell you where to work. They will tell you where to work. But working for free gives you the capability to work in any department of your choice. So please, if you have not gotten experience, please do so and get it. And don't do the mistake of saying you want to do internship. Go and work for free. And when you are going there, don't use letter, don't use mail. Working for free is not applying for a job. Go to the company direct. Tell them you want to see the HR manager. Why do you want to see them? No company will use their ear and hear work for free. They'll take you. I don't want to know how many protocols they use in seeing the organ. You see the organ and work for free. I can assure you of that. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your input. Any other question?
Someone has a question on the chat.
Oh, the chat. Okay. Let me check it. Okay, secondly, I've been teaching for 6 years, but I'm looking to switch to accounting, the finance industry. How do I social my CV to get the attention of people, as I do not have the required experience? You want to apply for a job, you want to switch to an accounting industry. When you are switching for a job, the first thing you should do is look for experience. Get the experience. You cannot say you are a professional when you don't have the experience. You cannot say you are a professional when you don't have what it takes to deliver on the job. So if you are transitioning from one job to another, the first thing you should do is fine. You want to become an accountant. You are sure that you want to become an accountant. You've read about account. Before you even do transition, before you transit, I always encourage people to do courses. If you say you want to do HR, go and find HR free courses. It is everywhere. No, understand HR. Look at it. Is this what I want to do? Yes. Then after finishing your courses, you find an HR management consulting firm or any HR industry, firm at all, and apply to work for free. It's quite simple. It's as simple as that. So when you are transitioning, do the course, any free course related to it first. Understand where you are going to. When you understand it, you can now start saying you want to work for free. Because it is hello?
Sorry, can I just, I
Yeah,
was person who asked the question, so can I just add something?
yeah.
Already have like professional certifications in accounting.
Okay, you already have.
Yes, I already have.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's
So
practical experience still that I don't have.
wonderful. So that is what I have been saying since, that you have to go and work for free, because you cannot say you are a professional. You know, when you actually do the course teaches you how to do it, and there's the challenge of doing it itself. So that is why I always recommend that you find a firm and tell them you want to work for free. Don't mention internship, please. Don't mention internship. Don't mention you have I can. Just in simple language, you want to work for free. Apply in person, and they will surely take you. I'm very confident of that,
I'm
because they will
sure
surely.
Chiso, you have family and friends who have companies. Accounting
Yeah.
is very lucrative. A lot of people are looking forward to fix their books. So you have family and friends. Tell them twice a week, I'll come. Can I come to your office and help you? Review your accounting processes or put your books together. I'm sure they won't turn you down. That is where you build the experience you build on your CV.
Wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Very wonderful. Very wonderful. So please, the experience is getting is I'll just leave everyone with this. To get a job is quite easy. It's just that your employer wants value. If they can't get that value, they cannot employ you. They cannot employ you. What they are after is value. If they say they want 10 years, somebody with 10 years experience, it is not because they just wake up one day and tell you they want 10 years. It is because the person that left that position has been there for 10 years and has delivered for 10 years. So it will not be fair to the company to carry somebody lesser, like 4 years, because you not deliver like somebody that is there for 10 years. That is why you see job adverts that says 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 8 years, 6 years. And also, the most important thing in recruitment as a whole, learning optimization as a whole, CV as a whole, everything centers on one thing: value. Without value, you cannot do anything for anybody. Okay, you say you want to collect 180,000 per month. It is quite possible. You want to collect 700,000 per month. It is quite possible. The question is, what can you give them that will make you pay you 700,000? That is where the question is. That is where the question is. You want to collect them allowance with it's possible. You want to work for NGO, SHF, it's possible. But the question is, what can you give them that will make them say, let us employ this person? Because I have people coming to me, tell me I want a job. I tell you, what can you give them? They say I have BSc certificate. BSc certificate in what? In one course. After that, what can you? Okay, you have certificate, Abby. What do you know about that? What do you know about that course? And by the end, you ask them this question, they don't know what to say. Because if you look at it closely, they are not after getting a job. They are after where they will collect money, not do anything, collect money. But we have to understand that people running organizations are not robots. They are human beings. They think, they analyze. They analyze. So if you are out there looking for a job, value is the main thing value is the reason they will employ you. Value is the reason they will employ you. I have somebody that came for an interview. This woman was confident. She had BSc in marketing. She told us her salary is 1.2 million. We were saying, I was even laughing. It was too much. I was laughing. This lady said 1.2 million. She was not, this is not the case of being shy away or saying, I don't want to. She said it. We now asked her, The CEO asked her, why should we pay you 1.2 million? This lady brought out 6 months operation marketing for them and told them that this is what she can offer them. She's very sure that whatever investment they're going to invest on her operation, that she's very sure that it could give them what they are looking for. They employed her. They employed her. At the end of 6 months, the company still made profit. It wasn't at the end. What I heard was that they budgeted 500 million. The lady said when they explained everything, the lady said she can give them 500 million. At the end, the lady made, I think, 380. So at the end of, they were telling the woman, they were telling the woman, you didn't meet your targets now. And she was telling that she would make 500 million. They said, okay, now let her be going. They didn't let her go. They didn't let her go. They didn't let her go. You can imagine. Because she was sure of the value, and they are still paying her 1.2 million. They still paid her. They still paid her 1.2 million. And she only had only BS. This happened because I was not surprised, because she was sure of what she can do. She was sure. This is not the case of this is not the case of where you are skeptical. She had been in the marketing game for a very long time. Every now and then she could do it. So if there's one thing I love about the human life, is because of the fact that there's a focus. You cannot do everything. You can only do one thing, or two things, or three things, or four things. But make sure you are good in it. You are good in it. So that by the time you reach and you get to, because if you have value, definitely they will call you for interview. Definitely they will call you for interview. The reason why some people apply for a job and they don't get it, so many things around not getting the job. The mindset concerning the job is bad. The CV can be an issue. LinkedIn can be an issue. The person does not have a career. The person is just jumping today IT, tomorrow customer service, tomorrow quality control, tomorrow. No. There has to be focused. When you have a focus, you can now know how to go about it. When the opportunity comes in that industry, it will be easy for you. When they are now asking you, tell us about these operations, you know how to say it, you know what to say, you know how to say it. It will be easy for you. With that, I don't believe any job is hard for you to get. Because when you see the opportunity, you apply, they will surely call you for your interview. So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So any other input? I love input too. I am not an island of knowledge. Anybody that has something that I can learn from, please help me. I want to blow as well. I want to blow as well. So please, feedbacks are very important.
Pascal, are you a transformer? It's don't blow.
I want to say at this point there, I can take it. Don't worry, I can take it.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's been
Jojo, how are you?
I want to a lot of people want to blow here. Thank you. That will be all for this evening. If there's anything you should take away from here, is to go back and revisit your, go and look at that thing and put yourself in the position of an employer and think, does this profile have enough things to attract me? If based on the guidelines, I'll tell Pascal to share some tips on the WhatsApp group so that it will guide you. We talked about your banner. I think a couple of people had asked, how do I develop a banner for myself? It talked about your headline, you know, do you just have HR executive as your headline? There are 1 million HR executives out there. So before they will pick your own HR executive, it will be a while because every employer is looking for a differentiating factor. So what makes you different from the other HR executives in town? All right, so go back to your link profile if that's one thing you want to take out of this session. By the end of this week, make sure you are connected with as many people as possible. Pascal, please, I have 11,000 followers, so our first task is to grow it to ×2. So I'm your first student. So on your schedule, add me as one of your students.
No problem.
So the more people you know, the more yes, the more the better for you career-wise. So all tips, I'll tell Pascal to put them in form of a note and then share again on our WhatsApp group so that it will guide us in making the necessary changes and achieving the goals we have set for ourselves. So thank you once again, Pascal. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I will see everyone at the group. Thank you very much and God bless.